Hello, Biafrans. I present to you your leaders as has been unveiled by our Queen Mother. Top on the list is our leader, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, closely followed by Simone Ekpa, our Queen Mother, and the rest of the cabinet members. Now, listen and know your leaders. God bless you all.
Breaking news, breaking news. On the airwaves, it's all true. Biafran Express shows the way. Telling stories day by day. Latest updates, fresh and bright.
Good evening or good afternoon, depending where you are watching us from. Welcome to Biafra Express News. We begin tonight with a historic and groundbreaking development from the Office of the Deputy Prime Minister and Interim Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala of the United States of Biafra, under the leadership of Prime Minister Simone Ekpa.
Down the track of history.
A new era of governance is here as the Cabinet of the United States of Biafra is officially unveiled. This moment marks a bold step toward building a brighter future for the people of Biafra and Africa as a whole. Let's dive into the details of this monumental announcement. The Deputy Prime Minister and Interim Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala of the United States of Biafra, under the leadership of Prime Minister Simone Ekpa, has formally announced a robust leadership team to steer the government of the United States of Biafra. This cabinet is a diverse blend of seasoned professionals, visionary leaders, and innovators ready to deliver on the promise of progress and prosperity. Let's take a closer look at the appointments that have captured the attention of millions today. Leading the charge is Prime Minister Simone Ekpa himself, with a strong deputy team to support the administration. Here's the leadership lineup. Prime Minister Simone Ekpa, Deputy Prime Minister and Interim Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and Patricia Omogbai. These leaders are tasked with shaping the vision of the nation and ensuring swift implementation of policies. Next, let's turn to the ministries that form the backbone of governance. Each role is filled by individuals who bring expertise and dedication to their respective portfolios. Secretary of State, Engineer Christine Udozo. Secretary of Defense, Engineer Solomon Nkwocha, Secretary of the Treasury, Vera Oji, Minister of Justice, Attorney Jane Iwunze, Secretary of Energy Emmanuel Yakubu. These appointments set the stage for delivering on economic growth, national security, and justice reform. Further emphasizing the administration's commitment to progress, here are key appointments in specific sectors. Secretary of Oil and Gas, Binet Anyanwu, Secretary of Education, Dr. Ngozi Okpala-Enwe, Secretary of Youth and Sport, Gozie Jonathan, Secretary of Commerce and Industry, Benjamin Jonathan, Secretary of Science and Technology, Praise Egu, Secretary of Arts, Culture and Tourism, Judith Osazuwa. These leaders will focus on education reform, technological advancement, and fostering cultural pride. And now, let's highlight the team driving social and economic transformation. Secretary of Health and Human Services, Dr. Ofoham. Secretary of Transportation and Logistics, Edward Ibe. Secretary of Policy and Strategic Planning, Paul Adinam. Secretary of Community and Social Services, Princess Uduak Yoho Eshiet. Secretary of Finance, Economic Development and Trade, Pham Diana Eme. This group will play a pivotal role in creating jobs, advancing healthcare systems, and building infrastructure. The administration also prioritizes sustainability and rural development with the following leaders: Secretary of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Dr. Ferdinand Okang, Secretary of Housing, Urban Development and Infrastructure Planning, Reverend Ebenezer Anene, Secretary of Water Resources and Environmental Management, Dr. Cornelius Nana Namuchi. These appointments ensure that environmental management and rural community development are at the heart of national progress. Finally, the team addressing communication and workforce challenges includes Secretary of Employment, Labor and Productivity, Ulo Ogbonna, Secretary of Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, Dr. Princess Agi. Together, they will enhance communication infrastructure and create more opportunities for the workforce. As we witness this historic moment for the United States of Biafra, we invite you, our viewers, to stay tuned to Biafra Express News for further updates and in-depth analysis. Remember, this is just the beginning of a journey toward progress and prosperity for the Biafran people. We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts on today's announcement via our social media channels. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome back to Biafra Express News. In a major update from the Office of the Chief of Staff, the United States of Biafra government has released further details regarding the appointments of departmental heads. These roles are essential for executing the vision and policies outlined by the cabinet. Let's dive into these newly revealed leadership positions. To complement the leadership already announced, these departmental heads will oversee critical portfolios under their respective secretariats. Here are the key highlights of this announcement, signed by Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Chief of Staff, on behalf of the Prime Minister. Department of State, Directors of Foreign Affairs, Ada Ize, North America, South America. Uche Obi, Dr. Joy Irobi, Europe, Africa, Oceania, and Asia. Department of Defense, Deputy Secretaries, C.B. Philip Ajoko. Department of Justice, Key Divisions and Leadership, Religious Freedom and Monitoring, Senior Dominica Olevnune. Jewish Affairs, Apostle Steve Ajubi. Traditional Affairs, Princess Odohungi. Christianity, Ada Onovu. Department of Education, Deputy Secretary, Henry Agunwa. Department of Science and Technology, Deputy Secretary, Azubuike Nwadi. Department of Arts, Culture and Tourism, Deputy Secretary, Dora Umusu. Department of Health and Human Services, Deputy Secretary, Dr. Franca Modibe. Department of Transportation and Logistics, Deputy Secretary, Okpole Nwadioka. Department of Community and Social Services, Deputy Secretary, Victoria Frank. Women and Children Services, Nkemdirim James. Disability Affairs, Pastor Rose Allen. Department of Finance, Economic Development and Trade, Deputy Secretaries, Bridget Nwaje, Ifeoma Isiozo. Department of Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, Deputy Secretary, Tochi Namani. Media Team, Voice of Biafra, UGD 247, QTV, Biafra Unite, Biafra Unite, Biafra Writers of Conscience, 5 and 55 Vision, Adiorama. These appointments emphasize a decentralized and inclusive approach to governance, as all departments are directed to align their structures with the United States of Biafra's constitution. It is evident that the government is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring capable leadership across all sectors. Today's announcements paint a clear picture of the United States of Biafra government's commitment to delivering transformative leadership and operational excellence. As the story develops, we will keep you updated with further news and analyses. Thank you for staying with Biafra Express News. Your